This week we're going to talk about why slalom skiing in the cold water feels so incredibly fast. So as you watch this first video, I want you to notice how high I'm swinging up on the boat, how much speed I'm taking into the first wake and then carrying through my edge change. Notice how my turns are quite snappy and I can carry plenty of speed into and through them. Just for reference, this was an 11 metre or 38 off pass from last summer. Now for the cold weather skiing. This was taken today and was my third set of the year after a 3-month break. Watch my line off the second wake. It's much more direct to the buoy, causing a lot more speed inside the buoy line. Notice how I'm getting pulled up through the edge change and everything has become rushed and fast. This all leads to my turn being mediocre at best and really unbalanced at the finish.
So, what does all this actually have to do with the cold water? There's kind of two main reasons in my head of why it changes how we feel when we ski. The first one is that water is a lot grippier. It's pulling on our ski, it's slowing us down. It's making us glide less. It's making us carry less speed off that second wake as to what we would usually expect. The other one, which is more visual, is all of these factors with the grippier water are causing us to come up narrow on that buoy. They're causing us to ski straight at the buoy. That buoy's going to look a lot wider than it usually is because we're not carrying that same speed up and we're not carrying that same whip as we ride the line off the second wake. This all leads to coming in narrow and straight and fast to that buoy, so it comes at us fast. That's going to make the course feel fast. So really it all comes down to that water being a little bit grippier. Something a few people do, which I've heard of, Maple was a big one for, Daniel Varco, they all kind of done it, is take a little bit of depth out their fin. This makes the fin a little bit smaller so it can slide a little bit. That's another big thing. When we're in the winter, that ski doesn't want to slide, the tail doesn't want to go at the finish of the turn, so we end up getting kind of naturally less angle. This makes us do all those things that we've talked about in past weeks, driving that shoulder, kind of doing all the things we shouldn't do to get angle. But because it's cold, we've maybe taken a bit of a break, our bodies aren't quite as fit as they were in the summer, muscle memory's kind of forgotten a little bit. We do all these incorrect things that cause us to come in on a straight line to that buoy. We end up coming in fast, we end up coming in narrow, and all of this contributes to that fast, narrow feeling. We're also cold, we're probably shivering a little bit. We're in thicker wetsuits than we'd like. All of this contributes to that feeling of getting pulled off our edge a little bit earlier, maybe. Of kind of rushing and jumping into that buoy maybe a little bit earlier. Not riding that line as long as we'd like to through that edge change, really casting out that wide line. All of this leads to skiing directly at that buoy, and that is a factor that makes it feel so fast, in my opinion. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions for anything you'd like me to cover over the next few weeks, ask away. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week.